All right, everybody, welcome to Dinner on a Dime. I am Misty, and this is, what's your name? Axton.
IDK.
I don't know. Okay, and we are here and ready to cook dinner tonight. It is about 3:30 in the afternoon, but I want to get this prepped and in the oven so that it will be ready by the time everyone's hungry for dinner, because this one has swim school tonight. And then we are taking our 66 Impala to a cruise-in, like classic car cruise-in thing tonight. So we want to have dinner ready to go. So all I am going to do is spray down my pan, and then we are going to get started. What are we making tonight, Axton?
Lasagna.
Lasagna. So we are making what I would probably deem a cheater lasagna. Okay? This is not like a... It is a from scratch lasagna, right? But it's an easy version of a from scratch lasagna. And so what we have here is 1 thing of cottage cheese. This is the one thing I picked up this month in my no spend month, except for coffee creamer. So that is the 2 things we've picked up so far this month. 1 thing of cottage cheese, 1 thing of coffee creamer. So we are going to put our cottage cheese into our bowl.
Gross.
It is not gross. It tastes delicious. We don't like ricotta cheese in our lasagna because we don't like the dry, powdery consistency of it. So we like to use just cottage cheese in ours. And then this is the other part of that sauce that I had made the other night. I told you I made spaghetti, and then it was really saucy. And so I saved all of the rest of the sauce. I had labeled it spaghetti sauce for lasagna. And so tonight's lasagna. So tonight's the night we're going to use up the sauce. Axton, are you abandoning us?
Yes.
Axton's out here. Axton has learned to blow bubbles this week.
Oh,
He has been working on learning how to blow bubbles with bubble gum. And so he was super excited because he finally learned how to do that this week. And so that's our newest skill that we've been working on this summer. Swimming and blowing bubbles. Right, Axton? Yep. All right, so I like to do mine this way. My mother always layered them separately. I don't prefer to do that. I prefer to mix the cottage cheese in with the sauce and the meat, and then just do it all at the same time. And in fact, my mom saw me doing that the last time I made lasagna, and she was like, why didn't I ever think to do that? And it makes it super easy to spread
I love
and
that
everything together. You do love that stuff. So then I have 1 thing of cheese from Berkshire's. This one's been hanging out in the fridge for a while, so it's almost at its expiration date, so it definitely needs to be used. As you know, I only buy cheese when it breaks down to about $1.25 for 6 to 8 ounces. This one is a 16-ounce bag, and it was $2.50. May have been $2.99, close enough. Then I have just the oven-ready lasagna that comes from Dollar Tree. $1.25, right, Axton? It's called Dollar Tree, but you could jokingly call it the $1.25 tree because everything there costs $1.25. Okay, so we're gonna start by putting some of this mixture on the bottom of our pan. These oven-ready noodles I find require a little bit more sauce than your typical like boil noodles that you would boil and then put into something. And so I do like to make sure that they have plenty of liquid to soak up while they're cooking. I also find that these oven-ready lasagna noodles take a lot longer to cook. So that is why we are starting this early, is because that is the noodles that I have on hand to use. And so we want to make sure we're giving it plenty of time to cook before it's time for all of our events this evening. Right, Axton? So all I've done is put the sauce in the bottom, the first row of noodles. Now we're going to add more sauce, the sauce, and then we're going to put what on top of the sauce? What do you think?
The noodles.
No, what do we got to put on? The cheese. Then we'll put more noodles. Yeah, we want to have cheese in there too. Cheese is delicious.
Yep.
So Axton's working on chewing up some gum right now so that he can show you how he blows bubbles. Right, Axton?
I am almost ready.
So again, like I'm saying, I've already said it once, I'm gonna say it again. Make sure you're putting plenty of sauce on these particular noodles if you are using these ones from the Dollar Tree, because they do require a lot of it in order to cook and not have hard spots in them. Okay, that's the problem. They'll develop little hard places in them if you're not careful. So. Oh, he's got a little bubble. Can you make us a bigger one? Maybe. And I do plan to use this entire package of cheese tonight. Like I said, this one's getting close to its expiration date, so we might as well use it up and make a delicious, ooey gooey, cheesy lasagna. Right, Axton?
Yep.
Yep. All right, so cheese, next layer of noodles. I like the convenience of these noodles. That's the plus for them. They you know, obviously have some minuses, but they do have the plus of being very easy to use and throw into a lasagna. I have seen people on YouTube that use the noodles that you're supposed to boil, and they will also just throw them straight in and don't cook them in advance, and they do fine. I've never tried that. So if you have tried that, let me know, and let me know what you thought of that in the comments, because I would be interested to see how it did if you have done so. So let me know how your culinary adventure went. Right, Axton? Do you know what a culinary adventure is?
No.
So what's a regular adventure?
Like going somewhere.
Like going somewhere, experimenting with something, doing something different, right?
Yeah.
So a culinary adventure is like doing something different in the kitchen, right? So I'm just spreading this across. I'm only gonna put 2 layers of noodles in this lasagna tonight. It will be plenty filling, I promise. You don't have to use an entire box of noodles. I did have a second box down just because I wasn't sure how much was left in this box that was open. So you can put another layer of the lasagna noodles on the top if you wanted to, but this is how much sauce I had left, and so that's what we're gonna roll with tonight, and it will be plenty good. Right, Axton? So we're not worried about it at all. So I'm just spreading out the rest of this bag of cheese on top. He's trying to blow that bubble.
I'm
So
trying.
it is way harder when you got people like watching
Yes,
and trying to
yes.
figure it out, right?
Yeah.
Way easier. Okay, so I hope what this video showed you. This video is only 7.5 minutes long so far. If you will prep a little bit ahead, like the meat sauce, right? You can make a very quick and easy and effective homemade lasagna. So there is our homemade lasagna. It's gonna be a million times better than like a Stouffer box lasagna. It's gonna be delicious. And it didn't take me long to prep this, okay? So these noodles are gonna go back in the pantry for next time. Axton, would you mind taking that to the sink? Put it in the sink with the dirty dishes. This one I'll go back in my big pantry for next time. We use that entire bag of cheese because again, we're not gonna be stingy on it, especially when we have it that we need to use up anyways. And then the last thing I'm gonna do over here is throw a piece of foil over the top, just because like I said, these noodles take a long time to cook, and I don't want the cheese on the top burning while those noodles are taking their dear sweet time in the oven, because that's what they do. They do take a while in the oven. So I am going to cook mine tonight at 400 degrees. I was just making sure that's what I put it on. I thought about 375, but I was like, I think I'm gonna do 400 this time. All right, lasagna is in the oven, going in the oven right now. All right, so last night I made eggs, sausage, and cinnamon toast. And it was the first time ever made cinnamon toast for my kids. Can you believe that? This one will be 11 years old on his birthday, and I had never made him cinnamon toast. So Axton, we need a rating on cinnamon toast. What do you think on a scale of 1 to 10? How did you like the cinnamon toast?
Alright guys, I'm gonna be joking just a minute. So 1, I think I give it a 1. But this is for joking, that was just for joking. But now I give it a 9.9.
A 9.9. Cool. I'm glad you liked it. It's really hard to get a perfect 10 with Axton because he says he would rate everything a perfect 10, but then it would be boring because he's always giving everything a perfect 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, that's cool. I'm glad you liked it. All right, well, that is it for tonight's video, except I will come back once the lasagna is done. I will show you what it looks like. We might have Axton taste test it. We'll see if he's in the mood to do that after swim school or not. But that is it, other than showing you the finished product. So I will be back to do that shortly. And Axton, what do we ask everybody to do?
I don't know.
Like the video.
Like the video.
And what else?
Subscribe.
Subscribe to the channel. And ring what?
I don't know.
Ring the doorbell?
Yeah.
Ring the notification bell so you get notified of new videos. So, all right, I will be back when the lasagna is ready to be cut. All right, guys, so here is our lasagna that we made. Just let it cook until that cheese starts to get brown and bubbly. And I just pulled it out of the oven. It is 442. So we are going to let this sit here and cool while we go to swim lessons, and then dinner will be ready whenever we get home and we're ready to eat. Okay, I'm here with Axton. He's going to taste test real quick. We are back from our car cruise in. He remembered he was supposed to be the taste tester tonight. He's trying a big old bite of lasagna.
Pretty good.
Pretty good? So what would you rate it?
9.
A 9?
Yeah, 9.8.
Okay.
Or no, not a 9.8. I mean a 9.0.
A 9.0. Gonna take a second bite. Make sure you stick with that rating.
See?
Because the other night you changed your rating, like every time you took a bite it got better and better. He laughs because he knows I'm telling the truth. That's a big old bite. You take smaller bites. All right, is it still a 9 or did it get better?
It's a 9.
Just a 9? Okay, Axton's rating it a 9 out of 10, so pretty good marks. All right, tell everybody you'll see them in the next one.
Peace.
Peace.